over the rest of the video with Scott Clark on shot clock. We're going to do, once we do that, then we'll break out into the two groups like we did last time. 1, 2s, and 3s will stay here. 4s and 5s will go to the other room. We're going to finish up going over the test questions, and then you'll be released from there tonight, okay? Couple things just real quick. I'll give you a rundown. I was at the coaches meeting last Wednesday night with Skip. We went over points of emphasis, rules for the season, talked a lot about the shot clock. A lot of different questions came up, a lot of different scenarios came up, things that we had to make phone calls on to just kind of figure out as well. So just to share a couple with you, one of the things you're going to hear a rumor about, I want to clear the rumor up in case there's one, that supposedly the NNBOA was having some emergency board meeting about the shot clock this week. That is not correct. There was nothing about the basketball on the agenda. Has to do with something totally unrelated to us, number one. Number two, there is a video training from Minnesota that's going around about shot clock that gives 29 different scenarios, and it's about a 49-minute video. That has not been approved yet. Tom Sawyer, our state rules interpreter, is reviewing that, and once he gives it the green, the thumbs up, then we'll share it with everybody and you have an opportunity to see it. One of the debates that came up in there, which I've now heard two different ways on this, is that if the offense has the ball in the backcourt and they get fouled, what happens to the shot clock? The first answer was the shot clock remains where it is, and then they have the rest of the time to get to the front. They just have the extra 10 seconds, so the 10-second part of it continues from there. So if it was at 30, they would have to 20 to get to the front court, okay? Now I've heard since then that they don't want to penalize the offense for the defense fouling them, so it'll be a full reset in the backcourt. Once we get full confirmation that that's the way it's going to be, now that's the last thing I heard from Tom Sawyer. Once we have confirmation that's exactly how it's going to be. I think that was one of the only things, Brian, that was a question on that training. The rest of it's really good. It's going to give you a lot of scenarios. One of the ones that they had that the coaches brought up, that we talked to Tom about as well, is that if the offense is in the front court and they shoot, ball hits the rim, and the defense goes to get it, but they end up knocking it out of bounds, what's the clock get reset to? 20 seconds. Yeah, because the defense did not possess the ball. So the only way we would go to 35 is if you had a full possession change. Does that make sense? So lots of questions like that. I will tell you this. There wasn't a coach in the room that didn't say, it's going to be tough to start with. So they're aware as well. And I said the one that we're going to get yelled at the most from fans and everybody else is they know that clock starts at 35, which means the offense better be on the other side of the line by 25, right? But we also know that if there's a violation or something that happens in the backcourt where the offense retains the ball, that they're going to get a new 10 seconds from wherever that clock is to get into the front court. So you know what's going to happen, right? You're going to have parents yelling at you 10 seconds, right, at 25, even though we know it's more. Just know that you're right and stand your ground, okay? We don't need to listen to outside people, and I promise you they've had no shot clock training. So they're just watching the NBA in college. Yes.
On free throw, ball gets hit to the backcourt without possession. Defense gets that down in the backcourt. That's a 35-second reset.
Say it one more. I'm sorry. Say it again. Miss free throw.
Ball gets batted into the backcourt.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
No possession. If it goes into the backcourt.
Yeah, because possession ended with the shot, correct?
Right.
Okay, so now
35-second reset if it goes into the backcourt.
If it goes into the backcourt. That sounds legit to me. We'll make sure that that's the case. Scott, you got anything on that?
Muddy water.
Muddy water. Yeah.
One question that got brought up this last week after that meeting was for lower levels, so freshman, JV, without a shot clock, there is no, what the coach told us, there is no closely guarded on a dribbler, 5-second count.
Without a shot clock?
Yes. He brought that up.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, because he even said that it was a...
So, here, let me give you the rule on that, just so you know what's going to happen this year. So there will be no closely guarded count as long as the offensive player is dribbling the ball, even into the front court. So if he's got 2 defenders on him and he's dribbling the ball, there's no count by us. The only time we get a count in the front court is if he holds the ball. Now you have the 5 seconds.
If there's a shot clock.
Yeah, if there's a shot clock.
But if there's no shot
If there's no shot clock, it's the way it's always been. So nothing changed. And it has nothing to do with freshman and JV. All about the shot clock this year is on varsity only.
Well, I know, but that's what they said. He said that he said it's pretty adamant about this conversation.
Give me his number. I'll be happy to give him a call and clear that
Paul,
up.
Yeah, I talked to him the other night in Carson, and I squared it away exactly this way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So
Okay.
he was wrong on how his interpretation was?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Here's something else that you're probably going to see, and don't be panicky about this. On JV and freshman games, they're probably going to practice the shot clock. Doesn't mean you use it. They're just going to practice using it to get themselves better at doing this. And I've heard quite a bit that that's a possibility. A lot of the coaches asked if that was okay, and I said I don't see why not. It's gonna mean nothing to the game or you as officials, but it's certainly good for them to practice and try to reset where they think they can.
So if they practice,
It won't go off. It won't go off. They're just going to do resets. They're just going to do resets. They're just practicing. It's not going to be during the game going off, I promise you. Well, then James, you just throw them all out.
Two questions.
Yes.
Is there a difference between the girls and the boys?
I'm sorry. Hey, James, I'm sorry. I'm trying to listen to this question here, please.
Is there a difference between the girls and the boys shot clock? And 2, if they practice, do we get to practice?
So there is no difference between the boys and the girls shot clock. That's my understanding. And if they practice, do we get to practice? You mean
they're
on scrimmages?
if they're practicing on a lower level game with the shot clock, can we practice our skills on that game too?
I don't think so, because you're not going to really be able to use the shot clock. It's not supposed to be used for those lower level games. It's more for them to just practice timing and resetting and turning it on and off. If it becomes a hindrance, James, ask them to stop. It's not a problem. Yeah, of course. Then if it is, then ask them to stop. It's not a problem. I'm just telling you, you may see them using it and practicing during this. Yeah.
But it's got to be an adult,
Right.
not a student.
Anybody over 14, actually.
When did it?
That's what it says.
An adult.
Yeah, my understanding is that's what it says. Yeah.
An adult
I understand what you're saying. Should look at the NIAA stuff.
who's either played basketball.
Yeah.
There's 3 criteria.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old doesn't meet one of them.
Don't disagree.
Well, then what?
We're going to get going with the video. I'm going to get Scott up. We'll get you broken out into the 2 rooms. We'll get going, okay? Scott, you ready?
Okay, so listen, please. All right, so I know we finished last week with getting ourselves into a video as far as some of the procedures that we're going to be doing with our shot clock. The meeting we had on Saturday, for some of you that were there on Saturday, there was about 10 or 12 shot clock operators or scorekeepers that were at the Carson High School. I thought very productive. Okay, very productive because as the shot clock operator, there was not a lot of worry, not necessarily worry, not the right word. It was not a lot of terrible amount of confusion. Okay, as a shot clock operator, as we go in and talk to them, they have to worry about the 20-second shot reset and the 35-second reset. Okay, the main elephant in the room is on a missed shot and offense gets a rebound, it goes to what? 20. That's it, period. Okay? The shot clock operators were very good. The 10 that were there, very good. 20, perfect. Offense got the rebound, boop, got it, set it. So it was not very, very difficult for our shot clock operators, in my opinion. The hardest part that they had was setting up the clock and turning it to 24 on the shot clock. Hey, can you please set it at 24? Took them a second to figure it out. It was very, very easy. Okay? So my point is that as much as we have all this muddy water of us trying to figure out exactly what this situation should set it at, the shot clock operators have a pretty easy umbrella of things to do. A made shot, a missed shot, offensive rebound, everything else is pretty straightforward for them. That's really what it is. Now, if we have a ball that goes out of bounds, and they go, ooh, I don't know, you turn around and go, set it at 20, please. They set it at 20. So it's not really that hard for our shot clock operators. Now, again, for us as officials, to make sure we have all the fine details, as I was talking with Mark and I talk with Nelly all the time, there's lots of little things that need to be adjusted, need to be figured out. It's going to get figured out, I promise you that. Okay? Because there are a lot of situations that have shot clock changes, like what's going to take place when a defensive foul in the backcourt. Okay, I know it's been talked about that we're going to leave it as it is, but then talking tonight, if they start fouling, they have no fouls. All of a sudden, they start working their way down further and further. The offense is going to have 11 seconds in the backcourt to get the ball across the line. Okay, does it make sense? Not really. So probably a full reset is probably going to be the most realistic. Like we're not punishing the offense because the defense keeps fouling them. Okay, so those things are going to come down. They're going to come down the list. Yes.
Would that also pertain to the defense violating, like kicking the ball backcourt?
That would be a good question. I'm just asking because again, I don't have an answer. I don't know. Now, would I think so? Yes. Would realistically, yes, we're not going to punish it. Now, again, I can throw in the factor of a 10-second backcourt, right? The defense is playing very good defense. They knocked the ball out of bounds at 27. What are we going to do for our 10-second count? 17. Right? On the shot clock, it goes 17. But who are we punishing? The defense are playing good defense, right?
It's always been that way.
Right? It's always been that way. But again, those are questions that I have that need to be questioned. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. Okay? With no shot clock, we just count all of a sudden the ball goes out of bounds. We have a new 10. So that's nothing different. That's nothing changing as far as how it looks right now. Yes?
You know any leagues that do that don't allow 10 seconds after the ball goes out of bounds?
NCAA.
College doesn't. College, if it goes out of bounds at 30 seconds, but it goes out of bounds with 3 seconds left they have 3 seconds to get across. There are situations they can get out of it. Offense call timeout type of thing. They get a new 10, but it's 3 seconds. So again, good defense is being punished for knocking the ball out of bounds, right? So again, the offensive aspect. If there's a defensive foul, we're punishing the offense because the defense fouled you. That's a question that we have to get answered. Okay. So moving forward, real quickly, I want to talk about is on Saturday. Some of the situations that came around that I need to make sure is addressed for all of us, okay? Every time the ball goes in the basket, we have a made basket. The shot clock's going to go to what? 35. When does that 35 begin? When they possess the ball in bounds. Ball gets passed around at the end line, run. All of a sudden he throws it in, guy catches it, it should be at 35. Right, and off we go, okay? Correct. I mean, I'm thinking more possession. Okay, more possession. It's not the game clock. If it gets tipped, it'll start. I have to have possession to get the shot clock to start. No, Grant? What do you got?
Shot clock starts on any touch.
Legal touch. Any touch.
Tuck the tip? Okay.
All right, shot clock starts at 35. The guy runs around the baseline for 4 seconds.
Correct.
And they've already got 31.
Correct.
I'm just going to blow the whistle and say go back to 35 and stop the flow of the game every single time this happens.
Every time, James.
Fantastic.
And if you need to, just go do JV games. So don't fucking worry about it. It's easy. I mean, you don't have to worry about JV and freshman levels, right? But the problem is, listen, James, the thing is, it's not going to happen 2 or 3 different times. I mean, again, it's going to happen, yes, but they're going to figure it out. Just like us as officials, we figure shit out and we carry on, right? It's going to happen. We're going to have bad stuff. Now, my point is, 35 is on the clock. Now, I set it up a couple times for my officials where I told the lady at the table, I said, set it at 20 when that ball goes in the basket. Set the shot clock at 20. The ball gets inbounds. They go down at the other side of the court, and I go, boop, boop, boop. I said, what's the shot clock at? And they go, it should be at 35. I looked up and it was at 9, it was at 11. Okay, my point is that every single time the ball goes in the hole, we have to see the shot clock. We walk down the floor, you got to see the shot clock. That was the whole issue, the whole day, in my opinion, is that we just were not taking a look at the shot clock. The game clock and the shot clock, you have to look at it every once in a while. You just have to see it.
Everybody's looking at it, not just Lee, Trey.
Correct, everybody. Now, I brought it up as well, is that there's a couple spots where the trail is by himself. There's just two of them. There's two offensive guys, and they're going up the floor. That's an easy look up, right? It's a slow, easy transition. Everybody looks at it. But the problem is this weekend is that not many people were looking at it. It wasn't starting at the right time. It was starting too soon. It wasn't being reset. So you have to look at the shot clock all the time. Now again, is it just like this? I'm just to stare at it? No, it's not a stare. It's just a glance. Just look up. Make sure it's in the right spot. Okay, because that's where it's going to get us in trouble of having to stop the game to reset it, is because we're not paying attention to it. Okay, that's the biggest take from the whole weekend, is that we're just not looking as officials, looking at the game clock and the shot clock. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Now, some of the hand signals we talked about in the rule book. There's not a ton of them in there that I'm aware of, as far as how, the one I talked about with our thumbs up. Thumbs up is going to be what? Perfect. Leave it where it's at, right? Perfect where it's at. We have the shot clock. Okay, a couple guys in this weekend had, what's the violation signal? Touch the top of your head. That's the signal. That means it's a violation. Okay? Another question was, what are we going to do like sometimes we do at the end of a quarter, and we're down to 10 seconds. What do we usually do as a crew? We kind of point, right? Hey, the clock's getting down, right? Same thing with a shot clock. If we get ourselves to about 10 seconds, point at the shot clock. Because as soon as you point up there at the shot clock at 10 seconds, that tells everyone on the crew we have about 10 seconds left. Again, that's a college mechanic, but it's a mechanic that should be used. It's 10, point at it. There's nothing wrong with good communication, correct? Right? All we're doing is just point, hey, 10 seconds. And it's just a quick little boop and done. Everyone's on the same page. Right? So there's only a couple little hand signals for our shot clock issues. Okay? A violation. Okay? A full reset. Leave it where it's at. And we're at the last 10 seconds. Okay? Fair enough? Easy? Okay? And this is a what? A full reset. Okay? A full reset. All right? Our table that we had, the box, there was only a couple buttons for the shot clock. This box was very good. Is every box going to be the exact same? I have no idea. Okay? There was a button that just says shot clock set. You push the button. I wanted a 24, boop, boop, 24, and there it goes. The bigger question they asked was, who should be doing the buttons as far as the shot clock operator and the scorekeeper? I suggested that the people that are putting the score in, they're the ones that do that. So that way the shot clock operator has one job only. Getting that 20, or the 30. That's their job. Okay, again, when you get to those games, have them practice and show you in front of them. Have the horn go off, because it's definitely a different horn. Okay? The kids, when the horn went off, the first time the horn went off, what do you think everyone did? Stop playing. Okay, that's going to happen at the beginning of this stuff. Again, the shot goes off. It's a good clean shot. It hits the rim. The horn goes off. It's either a reset to 20 or reset to 35, and we carry on. They did not do that. So it's going to happen. Okay? We had a situation like that where they stand around and stare at it. What are we going to do after that? Okay, they're just standing there. We blew our whistle and said, boop, okay. Just like when you hear the horn, somebody says something, everyone stops. We blew our whistle, we went to AP arrow. No one had control. Ball's bouncing around. If we have an offensive possession arrow, we're going to do what? 20. If we have a defense, we go to 35. Okay, those are the simple things that we know. The table doesn't need to know. But hey, give me full reset. Hey, put it at 20. Okay, they're going to know offense, they're going to know defense with the rebounding situations. Should. Yes?
Also, it was important to know what your shot clock was going to do at the end of the quarter.
Correct.
When it was going to turn on.
Okay, so that's another point of that is the shot clock. This particular one, at 35, it was at 34.1 on the clock. They tried to push the 35-second reset. The clock went off. The shot clock went off. Why? Less than 35.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Okay? Which again, does everyone do the exact same thing? I have no idea. This particular one did that. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like. Okay? But the question was, how do you turn it back on if the ball goes down and we have an offensive shot at 25.1, offense gets a rebound? What's the shot clock going to be at? 20. But the shot clock was off. She pushed to 20. Here comes 20 on the clock.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so it was a very easy aspect of that concept of, hey, it's just a quick push of the button, done. Okay? So those are things that we're going to have to figure out. They hopefully should know it as they do this, as they go along. The first week is probably not going to be easy for them, but as we move along, it should be like that. You go over the table to start the game, before the game, to talk to the table, work on it, try it, set it up and see what happens. That way it's not an issue when it comes down to that point. All right? Again, these are things we're going to have issues with as we go, but they're not that big of issues. The little stuff that we have, the muddy water stuff, is going to get figured out and we'll get it to you. All right?
One of the things you used to do in California all the time at the captain's meeting, tell the guys, play the whistle. Ignore the horn, play the whistle.
Sure.
Tell you guys, play the whistle.
Yep, and it's going to be an issue to start off with. It really would, because
Yeah.
because they hear the horn all the time normally, right?
Yeah.
It's the end of a quarter or something like that. Different horn, different sound.
Yep.
Okay? Questions so far? Questions? Okay, again, I just want to make sure I address some of those things as far as the table, the people that work the table. They were very receptive to a lot of information. I thought they were very good as far as, hey, what happens here? What happened? And they go, okay, perfect. That's what I thought. Okay, but again, that shot clock is just going to be a touchy thing to start off with. There's some people that just didn't do it. Now, I definitely made sure I told them to have a slow reset, especially after we have a foul. Actually, we have an out of bounds. What the situation was, kids shot the ball from the three-point line. The ball didn't touch anything, went out of bounds. The shot clock operator went boop and switched it back to 35 real fast. And I said a slow reset is good. Why? Okay, might have been a tip, right? That the lead did not see. It just goes boop. We're going the other direction. All of a sudden, the trail comes in and goes, no. Hey, I have a tip. We're staying here. Look up at the shot clock. It's at 35. What was it at before? I have no idea. So again, reminding them to have a slow reset is a good thing for some of those situations, especially a foul, an out of bounds, just to make sure that it's all right. A 35-second reset after on a free throw. Okay, I had them put the 35-second on the shot clock for a free throw. I think we talked about this the other day. Why? Okay, most likely a defensive rebound and most likely a make. It's really easy for them to go 20. Just leave it at 35. Makes it feel much better as an official going, okay, we're at 35. Easy. Okay, don't let them leave it where it's at 27. It's either 20 or 35. Put it at 35. Okay, again, I'm trying to tell you guys lots of stuff as far as, but there's just a couple things that the table needs to know. It's all the little stuff we have to do, okay? All right, so we're going to do just a couple minutes of these. Jeff, how long on time?
You're good.
Okay. Okay, we started this the other day. I just want to go through and set up some, just go through the situation again. I have another one from another association in Minnesota that has shot clock stuff as well. Okay, we'll just see how it goes. I don't even know where we finished at. Anybody know where we finished last time?
No, it's right here.
Okay.
330, 340.
Is he talking?
I'm on a 10-second backcourt violation. During the steal by White, the shot clock was reset to 35 seconds. And Black's quick steal also resulted in the 35-second reset of the shot clock. After the ball hit the ring and an offensive rebound by Black, the shot clock was properly reset to 20 seconds.
Okay, pause real quick, Dave. Okay, so what happened there, right? It's just a shot. the shot clock, the gentleman shot the ball at what time? I think it was 28. Okay, but he missed it. Guys rebound. It goes to 20. Okay, don't try to figure out why it's 20. It's an offensive rebound in the front court. It's 20. Correct. Has to hit the rim. And again, we're saying they're losing 8 seconds, but all they're doing is just having to shoot the ball faster. Got to be shot sooner than 28 seconds. They get 29. Okay? All right, go ahead. Okay, so we have just have a quick. Okay, so we have a foul. The shot clock's at 19. Okay, this is a great time for me as a table operator, is I'm not going to change it. Why? At the current moment.
You're not sure what it is.
We don't know what's taking place as far as the shot clock operator. This is a good time for a slow reset, right? Hey, let's make sure he comes over and reports, hey, we're going to shoot 2 shots. Perfect. We set it at 35. That's a good example of a slow reset because you don't know what's happening at the table. The table is not, they're not calling the foul. They don't know what's being taken place. Now, could they? Sure. Right? But it's a good time for a good situation to say, it's a slow reset. I come over, report, 24, we're pushed, we're shooting 2 shots. Perfect. We set it at 35. Okay? Go ahead. And that's just something you can remind the table. Hey, this is a good situation is this. Let's just have a slow reset. Okay?
During the final free throw, if the offensive team gets the rebound, the shot clock will be reset to 20. However, if the defensive team gets the rebound, or if the free throw is made, the shot clock will be reset to 35.
Okay, we have a foul. It is the 4th foul. I don't have no idea. It's 4th foul. What are we doing shot clock? Stay in why? Front court foul, yes. Okay, greater than 20. So the shot clock's going to stay at 26. Take the ball where?
28-foot line.
28-foot line, right? 26 seconds on the shot clock. Easy. Good.
During a foul or infraction, if the shot clock is above 20 seconds, it will remain where it is. If below 20 seconds, it will be reset to 20 seconds.
Pause there. Another good point here for that to have is that I have a foul and I am a non-calling official. I have a foul, I'm a non-calling official. I'm going to look at the shot clock as quickly as possible. Why? To know where it's at in case of a reset. Because in case of a reset, because sure it'll happen, for sure. Hey, 26, perfect, awesome. All of a sudden we're going to bounce the ball in, look up and it's 35, and like, well shit. It was just a 26. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Hey, put it back to 26, please, that's where we're at. Okay? It's just, and again, everyone needs to know it. Perfect. Especially the non-calling official. Like if we know the shot went in, and we walk by and go, hey, that ball was good. Just communicate. There's nothing wrong with it. Right? Okay, go ahead.
With the use of a shot clock, officials and everyone in attendance can more accurately identify a 10-second backcourt violation just by looking up at the shot clock.
Okay, pause real quick. Okay, who's gonna have priority for calling that? Trail's going to, right? Trail's the one that shoots in a theory of a count, right? But who's gonna have the next chance? C is, right? C is. Now, early in the season, as we talked about with James and having to reset the shot clock, there's going to be times when you look up there as a 25. Well, the clock didn't actually, we didn't get the ball until 33. right? It's gonna happen, right? It's still at 25 when we have to blow a whistle, right? And just, coach, it's at 25. I don't want to tell you. Well, then it starts at 33. Coach, you're probably right, but it's at 25.
Okay.
Right? And you're hoping it's the home team, so the home team can be on the home table. Right? That's what you're hoping it's their home table and screw them up in 2 seconds. Okay? But again, trail has a priority. Primary for that aspect, C's going to come into it. Now, as the lead, I'm going to have a hard time unless it's at 23, and I know for sure that ball came in at 35. And it's pressed, and everyone, and both my trail and my C are heavy. Hey, that's 10 seconds. It's at 23. Hey, thank you. I saved our situation of a crew saver per second, right? Okay, now again, we talk about like a two-man situation. Okay, two-man situation, the new trail, the new lead, is definitely going to be helping on that situation. Because again, not every game is going to be three-man with the clock, right? There's going to be two-man for sure. With some of our varsity contests, okay? But the trail's going to have primary, and then the C, and then the lead. And then again, if it's two-man, it's going to be the lead coming in and helping out. Especially on a press where they're flying all over the place, it's going to be very easy for that trail. And then it's going to be the new lead to help all over the clock. Okay? Go ahead.
This clip shows the importance of identifying the game clock as well as the shot clock before putting the ball in play.
Okay, so pause quick. Okay, so this is what I talked about, I think, before on Saturday, or maybe last week. This is a situation of good numbers. I think Mike and Mark is going to be great with this. Okay? Of having a magic number. What's my magic number for this play? 530. 530, or, as Tony Padilla said, he goes with the first one. He goes 605. That's my magic number. Then I'll do the math later. Okay, but having an idea of where it is important because that way it helps us get the situation. Okay? We have let's go with the made basket, just a layup. Okay? The clock is still running, right?
Right.
What's not running when the ball's out of bounds? Shot clock. Okay, so the times are going to change, but us having a magic number, that's sitting there going, okay, 603, the ball's in bounds, perfect. I know exactly what my number is. Okay, but having that number is very important just for the safety of it. Now, during a basketball game, I'll try to do this every single possession. Does it happen every single time? No. How many times do I have to actually use that magic number? Maybe once, maybe twice, to have that number. But to have the number is very important because it's going to come in and help me out at some point of being able to know exactly where I'm supposed to put that clock at. Because now if we have a violation, right? We have a shot clock violation at 5:30, and the clock keeps running. What should the game clock be set at? 5:30. That's what should have. Right? And Grant, we can go back and set that, correct? And we have definite knowledge?
Yeah, why not?
Good, I'm asking, making sure. Okay? That's why there's double check, sure. Okay? But again, we have a magic number, we know what it is. So the clock keeps running, because it's not good. Again, the shot clock doesn't mean that the game clock stops, because that doesn't happen. The game clock still runs, even though the shot clock runs out. Okay? Alright, go ahead.
The official on the end line was able to recognize that while the shot clock ran, the game clock did not. If you can train yourself to identify both the game clock and the shot clock prior to putting the ball in play,
Okay, so again, pause. So our number is going to be what?
555.
555. Ball's in the front court. We're going to take it out where? 20. Come on. Easy. Right? Easy. So again, recognize it. Now, on Saturday, this was definitely a theme. Where something was running and something wasn't running. You look up the clock and you're like, oh shit, where am I supposed to be at? Okay, having a number is very important to have to make sure of situations like this. Okay, go ahead. Evan?
how much time should be placed on the clock is an easy fix. Since the shot clock is over 20 seconds at the time of the foul, it'll stay where it is.
That's easy, right? Where's that? Again, this is when the situation of knowing the time of the clock, the shot clock, and the ball gets put back in bounds, and it's set at 20. Yes, positive, Evan. Yes.
For using the 28-foot line on that foul,
Yep.
or I should say, for using the 3-point line on that foul, for determining whether we go up higher or down to the end line. Are we going by where the offensive player was when he was fouled, or where the defensive player was when he committed the foul?
I'm assuming where the ball is at? Yeah. That ball handler, the person with the ball?
Because it's not all location, it's the location of the foul by rule.
Okay.
Which is?
Okay.
So if I have a pass, it gets thrown to the top and I get run over, it's gonna be where that person was at to get hit. Not where the ball is in play.
So, James points out, and there's a case play this year that's new,
Okay.
that has a defender standing with a foot on the 3-point line and kicks the ball.
Okay.
So that, he's committing the violation, that's your point of your violation, it goes down to the end.
Okay.
I'm not clear, and I'm just asking what the consensus is. If I'm that same defender and I have 1 foot on the 3-point line and I foul somebody who is standing outside the 3-point line, do we go to the end line or do we go to the 28-foot?
Where's the offensive player?
Yeah,
I'm the one that's
Straight down with the ball.
I'm gonna go with the offensive guy that gets hit, and I'll probably go in that spot, so 20-foot line.
So we ask,
Sure, but put it on the list of his 50,000 questions, you gotta get an answer. Okay, keep going, Evan. Another 2 more minutes.
When the timeout is granted by either team, the shot clock will remain where it is for the ensuing inbound.
Evan, pause it quick. Okay, so good question on this one here is after that shot. Okay, let's say that there's a loose ball. Okay, the ball gets batted around. Offense has the ball in the front court. Nobody changes possession. What do you do with the shot clock? Leave it where it's at. Right, nothing changes because there's no change of possession. Right, because that play right there, the ball kind of bounced around. I don't know if you hit the shot or the rim. It's irrelevant. Or if the ball's batted around, the batted ball, and we're diving for it, okay? That's not changing because there hasn't been a change of possession.
You said on that one, if you jump ball, it stays for either way.
They call that particular one was a timeout. But if we have a held ball and it goes to defense, we're going to do what? Reset it. Okay, but again, a loose ball doesn't mean a change of possession. Doesn't mean there's a reset into it. Okay, keep going. Let's see what the next one is and we'll be done.
Scott.
Yep, Evan, hold on.
I'm just wondering, would anyone take this ball out on the end line?
Yes, absolutely.
Based on where that player was, when he recovered the ball?
Right there. I think it's about right there. Stop right there. Ball's outside. Ball's outside. I get it, but I'm also going to put it on 20 minutes. I don't have an answer for it, but I'm about it. Hey, we'll ask. I don't have an answer for it. I'm taking a 20-foot line.
I'm going player location.
Baseline, I know baseline.
The ball location when a player is holding it is where the player's touching the ball.
They got their inside
So,
line.
my opinion, they should go to the end.
Okay. All right.
They're outside the 3. Why?
Again, real quick, we're done with the shot clock stuff for today. Again, guys, there are a lot of guys and gals. There are a lot of muddy water questions. A small amount of questions that are very technical for us, but the shot clock operator is not. I promise you that. Okay? There are going to be definitely times you turn around and tell them, "Hey, put it at 20," and they go, "Poop, 20," and they're not going to give two shits what the rule is. Okay? So don't go in here going, "They're not going to know how to do it." They're going to reset it at 35. They're going to reset it to 20, and if they don't know it, they're going to wait till you tell them to, and that's perfectly fine. Okay? But again, guys, trust yourself that you know how to do this. You have to look at the clock over and over and over to make sure you know when the clock is running when it's supposed to be running, and stop when it's supposed to be stopped. Okay? Yes?
Do you want to go to the finish line?
Nope. That's it.
Finished. This guy. So real quick before we break out, Curtis pointed out we have some new officials tonight, some new people joining us. If you're new, could you stand up real quick? First time here tonight?
First time. Grant? Come on.
First time this season.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Hi, Grant. And your name, sir? Gene Maldonado. Great, Gene. Just starting? Excellent. Welcome. Appreciate that. And you, sir?
I live in Folsom, but I work up here in Reno, so I said, I might as well do some games.
Yeah, come on over. Thank you.
He's not the rookie.
Okay, excellent. You, sir?
Trey Wilmot.
Hi, Trey. Where are you from?
Reno.
Oh, yeah? Just starting basketball? Starting officiating here?
Yeah.
Great. What'd you do before?
I was up in school in Oregon.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, welcome.
I used to yell at referees in Reno High.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And you, sir? One more time. Bogan? Great. Thank you. Welcome. All right. So, if one more.
She played at Texas Tech. Don't let her.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So, for all of you that are new, Denton and Evan, where are you at? See the two gentlemen with their hands raised? You need to get with them before this night's over. I would suggest maybe you do that before you go in the other room to go over the study questions, because they'll talk to you about some stuff that's happening even tomorrow night. Okay? So we want to make sure we get you into any training that you need to be at and make sure that you're well aware of it. Okay? So welcome. We're glad to have you. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and, one more. One more. She's being quiet. All right. What's your name?
I'm a senior in high school.
Excellent. Welcome, Janessa. Thank you. Okay. So if you're a new official or you're a 500 or a 400, you are going to head that way, and you're going to be with, Scott Clark and Brian Nelson. So Brian, you want to stand up? Brian Nelson, you stand up. You want to lead everybody to that other room, please? 1s, 2s, and 3s, you're going to stay here.
Cut that before you get it.
You have a note? You have a note? I'll need it. You're going to need the right one, that's for sure. Just come sit
Take up wrestling.
whistle, Kel? Whistle? Yeah. Thank you. All right, listen up, please. Who has not taken the test yet? No. So there's still a couple people? Okay. And what we'll do tonight is we'll go around the horn. We'll start at question 21. We're just going to read the question and then give us the answer rather than give us the 4 choices, okay, like we did last week. And then before we start, is there anything that anybody wants to bring up, whether it's shot clock for a minute or two, or anything that they've seen in some middle school games, which of course are going to be different, but anybody want to bring up anything that we need to talk about before we... Yes, Bob?
One thing, Mark.
Uh-huh.
So, on the backcourt count, when we had it, we didn't have the shot clock.
Hey, listen up, please.
When we
Thank
had
you.
the shot clock, we could maybe be a little more liberal with that call, depending on how fast you're counting it or whatever.
Right.
But I think that right now, correct me if I'm wrong, now that everybody knows what the count is, that ball basically has to be in the front court by 25, correct?
Yes.
It can't be in the air or anything like that. Okay.
And we're not even using our visual count.
No,
right. The only time we're going to use our visual count is when there's less than 35 seconds. When there's less than 35 and the shot clock is off.
But the ball can't be in the air or anything.
No.
It basically has to be in.
Has to be possessed
in the front court.
by the offense.
In the front court.
Yes. Okay.
You can bounce it in the front court.
What's that, Grant?
You can bounce it in the front court.
So I can bounce it from the back court.
If it bounces in the front
If I'm
court,
throwing the ball to you, you're my teammate.
Yes.
And the division line is where Jeff is.
Okay.
You don't have to catch my pass. My pass merely has to hit the front court.
Has to be released before 25.
If the ball hits the front court before 25, that's my team's good for it.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
No. In the air is not good. It has to hit the court. Or an official or a player. But the possession isn't required, just contact in the front court.
Thank you.
It still has backcourt status till someone touches it, right?
Right.
Mark.
No, the bounce floor.
Go ahead and hit the
floor. It's a bounce floor.
I got you. Yeah. Grant, thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Thank you, Bob. Anybody else?
Mark, when the ball goes out the backcourt, we don't, if you're at the 7-second count, you're going to restart it at 10 if it goes out of bounds, right?
If it goes out of bounds in the backcourt at 27, they're going to have until 17. Yes. Okay? Yeah. Who's got the lights? Thank you.
One other question on backcourt.
Yes. Okay, listen up, please.
Is our association or state in the middle of a possession, the defense knocks the ball into the backcourt? Okay. The offense
Goes and retains it.
Well,
possesses it.
There's two situations.
Go ahead.
Yeah. One is when the ball touches the backcourt, even before the player runs it down, that 10-second counts, starts.
They maintain control.
Because they maintain control. Yeah. So are we going to, as an association, use a visible count, or are we going to look at the shot clock and use the shot clock? So the ball gets knocked in the backcourt, the shot clock says 17. Are we going to have the wherewithal to recognize, okay, they've got till 7 now to get it back to the other side? Or are we going to start counting? What's our group going to do?
So again, we'll get you a definite answer. I'm going to tell, since we're not using the backcourt count at 35, we're not going to use it at 17.
Right.
Okay? Having said that, I will again find out, as Scott said, okay, not everything is done, and it's a shame. This should have been brought up in July, right? Through no one's fault. People weren't thinking.
You can't think of everything.
Exactly, okay? But as of November 10th, we got to get the answers pretty quickly, because not only scrimmages, but literally games start in 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks, okay? So we'll have to find out those answers. And again, love all the points and love it, okay?
Just want us to all be
No, absolutely. These are realistic. These aren't... Go ahead, Jeff.
Actually, Grant, if you'll send me, and all of you all have my phone number, right? If you don't, you can get it. Please send me these questions, text them to me, because Tom has been very responsive about getting answers. So I'm happy to get those out. I also want to take all of these questions and get them published so that there's somewhere where everybody can see them so we can share them as well. So,
They make great plays to think about and talk about it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you asking them, and I want to get those questions to him so we are all on the same page, north, south, east, west.
Absolutely. Skip, you have a question?
I don't have a question, but Ellen found some shot clock guidelines, speakers, 29 situations. They're working on how to get those approved. So
Okay.
there's 29.
Situations.
And they probably answered Grant's question.
Yeah. No, and again, I mean, it's really good discussion. Again, is it going to be simple the first time, the second time? No. What Scott said is absolutely correct, is that you have to get used to looking at the clock, okay? And again, as I'm lead, I get to look at that back wall to see the clock. I might have the information because both the trail and the C are involved in plays, all right? So as always, I'm going to be able to give some sort of information if they need it. But again, just seeing the clock, noticing it, watching it. The best thing is going to be when the ball doesn't hit the rim and it gets reset and you have knowledge of that and we can go over and fix it, okay? That is good stuff, and knowledge is the key to all this. So just getting used to it is the greatest thing. Again, are the answers crystal clear? No, but I love the discussion and we'll figure some of those things out, okay? Anybody else have something? Bob and Grant, thank you. Anybody else?
What's Discord? Sorry, I'm just wondering that app. I haven't wanted us to download.
It's a social media.
Is it like a forum for questions or something? Or?
Yeah, it's just a chat.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not Tinder.
So it just has, there's basketball questions on there, examples?
It's a communication app
Okay.
for any group can use it. You can just exchange ideas and
Okay.
talk.
All right, great.
Mark, real quick.
Yes?
We had a scenario on Saturday, and I didn't know how to fix it. So we had, we know that they reset at 35 on a day basket.
Okay.
Brought it down. And the clock started winding down. And then at some point, they inadvertently reset it to 20.
Okay.
During, and then, then they tweet, we have a bad clock.
So the ball was made, they put it at 35. You saw it at 35?
So I saw it at 35 and it started winding down.
Okay.
And
So
then they reset it for some reason.
So now they inbound the ball. Is the ball in the front court?
Ball is still, by the time they stopped it, the ball was in the front court.
Okay. And now they have 20 seconds up there.
Something around 20 seconds.
Okay. Now you don't have definite knowledge when you.
We have no definite knowledge of what
Okay.
the clock should be.
And there were 3 of you out there.
There were 3 of us out.
So I went to Zach and I went to Keith and they didn't have any knowledge. And
We saw the clock go down, but then we went to action.
okay. So the first thing I would say is go to the trail first, just to begin with. And maybe the trail had some knowledge of where the clock was at when the ball got put in the front court. All right. And then how many seconds would you guess that you were in the front court? Guess.
As a trail, I was
As the ball was in the front court for how long?
a couple, 4 or 5 seconds.
Okay. So again, if I'm the trail, I should definitely have knowledge of when the ball got inbound. Put in the front court, right?
Right.
So let's just say that was at 28. Hold on. And now I'm gonna go to Zach and Keith first of all, okay? Because none of us have knowledge, but we're gonna figure it out to the best that we can, I hope. And we'll go to Grant. I'll go to Rob next, and then Grant can tell us what we're thinking here is right, wrong, and different. So let's say there's 28, and now Zach can give me. He was the lead, and he says there's Mark. I'm going to say we're at 4 seconds. Keith says that sounds right. Okay, I'm going to say that among us, we're going to put the thing at 24. Now, I don't have knowledge, okay? So Rob, am I close or am I wrong?
I don't know, but if you put 24 on there, nobody knows. You're going to sound good. Right. 24.
The bigger situation.
Cool.
Hold on.
Nobody else knows anything else, right?
Shot clock expires.
What's that?
What if it happens in the shot? Because this was brought up because a teacher stopped the clock. Said, hey, you guys missed this. What if it goes all the way down and expires? And we know that it didn't happen for 5 seconds.
Yeah. So again, you got to get used to looking at the clock, okay? And so I know that you're lead, and so again, I got that hot August nights where the clock's going to be at down there, and I'm looking at that. Again, Derek's got an answer for us here in a second. He's going to help me out, okay? So we're going to go to Derek. after Derek McKenzie asks the question. Go ahead, Derek.
It's where you can use your magic number too. So if you can spot what the clock was at when the ball was inbounded and the shot clock is off, you can see how much time came off the game clock and adjust the shot clock.
Which is even better. Absolutely. Because I'm doing it without full knowledge. Now again, Rob, if I go up there and say, hey, we got 24, again, everyone's going to go with that. Derek's answer is way better, and I should have had that. So thank you, Derek.
If you got Derek's answer, then you knew for 20-something seconds you had to fix it 20-something seconds ago. Yeah. If you know at the time, you don't wait till it runs down 30 seconds and be like, wait, we need to add it back on because we knew. If you knew and it's 5 seconds comes off, fix it.
So the magic number is important.
Other than that, if you don't know and it expires, it expires. We missed it. That's what it is.
I mean, but again, we always want to give both the offense and the defense the opportunity to play against the clock, right, correctly. And that's the best thing that we can do. So I'm telling you, you got to get used to it. Again, it's not going to happen the first time. It's not going to happen the second time. But the more times you can get used to that. And Derek, thank you for the magic number. How in the hell I missed that? But I clearly did, so I'm not going to make an excuse. That's perfect, okay? But we're going to have something that we're going to put up there so that both the offense and the defense know what they're playing against. All right? Thank you. What else we got? These are way better than test questions, so keep on going. Yeah, James?
Do we know that every single school in our region has got the shot clock up and ready for the start of the game?
Jeff?
Yes.
Curtis? Yes? Yeah.
It's always the last one, but we got it.
Pyramid Lake doesn't.
Huh?
Pyramid Lake does not.
Pyramid Lake does not, Tom said.
I was told by Jeff.
They are the last
supposed to
one
have
to
it a
stop.
couple weeks ago, but.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't do it?
It's supposed to happen this week.
There you go.
Now, the good news is, Tom, they still got a couple weeks, right? So, I mean,
That being said, if the shot clock malfunctions, they're supposed to have an alternative. What if they don't?
No clock. Shot clock.
yeah.
Just another thing for them to yell at us about.
That's not going to be that's not going to be our fault in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, if there's no other alternative, then we don't have one, okay? All right, what else we got? Okay? Perfect. So let's just start. Did Jeff hand out test questions, everybody?
What was the consensus of, like, only one of them was working? What was our policy on, is it just shut the whole system down, or is it just play?
I thought we were just using one.
Just use one?
It's a rule change in college.
If there's one clock?
If there's one, you can just use one.
Okay.
But then technically, when you're on the side where the shot clock is not operating, the PA announcer needs to announce when it gets to 10,
5,
4, 3, 2.
Okay. So did everyone hear that? So if there's only one shot clock, and again, they're both going to have to go at the end of the court, both teams will get that opportunity. Naturally, it's the home team, they're going to get the last opportunity. But if it's at the other end where there's no shot clock, we're going to have the PA, the announcer, start 10, 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1.
Technically, if both aren't working,
Hold on.
At least in college, technically if both aren't working, they have to use a stopwatch and do the same thing.
At the table for us. Yeah.
If both aren't working.
If-
It used to be that if one was working, you
You'd
couldn't
shut
use
them
it
both,
at all, but
right.
they made a change this year to where if there's one, you can use the one.
So if one is working, we're going to use the one. And then again, we're still going to have a stop clock, which that we need at the table every time, okay? So when we go over there at the table in the pregame, we definitely need that there rather than the athletic director going to look for it with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter, okay? We're going to want to have a stop clock at the table before we ever start the game. Stopwatch, thank you. Thank you, okay.
Use their phone.
Do you think there's a reason for them to be on their phones now over there?
Yeah.
That would be the only time, right?
The only time.
Okay? What else we got?
Yeah, they do.
Anything else? All right. So let's just start with Keith. You can read 21 for us. And again, we'll just go with the question and the right answer. Then we'll go to Zach. And we'll just go right on down the line. We can jump in, okay? All right, Keith, thank you so much.
Which is true of tucking jerseys into uniform bottoms? You just want me to answer it?
I just want the correct answer, please.
I think it's B.
Which is?
And then you can just read that answer and then we'll be go.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Jerseys that are designed to be worn outside uniform bottoms do not need to be tucked into uniform bottoms.
So the answer is B, okay?
22, A1 is holding the ball in the backcourt inside the three-point line and near the corner of the playing court and is fouled by B2. Team A is not in the bonus. How should play resume? Team A receives a designated spot throw in at the nearest 3-foot mark toward the foul occurred.
Yeah, the answer is C there. Thank you. Derek, you got the question?
Sure.
23, thanks.
Which is true of a violation for a player excessively swinging the elbows. I'm gonna go with A. You want me to read it?
Yeah, please.
If a player makes contact with an opponent with an elbow while excessively swinging the elbows, a foul should be ruled rather than a violation.
23 is A. Thank you.
C is also correct, Mark.
C is also correct? Let's see.
Not on the test, it's not. A is the answer on the test.
Yeah, not according to the arbiter people that wrote the test and the answers, but by rule, it's a correct answer.
What was C? What's C?
C is if a violation occurs by the offense while a try is in flight, the ball becomes dead immediately. Because that's the only way you can penalize the offense is by canceling their score.
Right.
Otherwise, there's no penalty. There's no disincentive to do it.
Thanks, Matt. 24. Yep. Nope. Nope, too small? Eric's got it for you.
Run under the rebound, clear the
Shit, I can't see shit.
During the game's opening jump ball, non-jumpers A1 and B2 step into the center jump circle at the same time after the official tosses the ball, but before the ball is tipped by either jumper. How shall play be resumed? D. The jump ball shall be registered between A1 and B2.
Perfect, thank you. Darren?
The head coach is responsible for the conduct and behavior of which of the following? And the answer is D, all of the above.
Yep. Jeff, you got 26 for us?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll get you back.
A1 is holding the ball for the first of 2 free throws. A2, who is in a marked lane space, steps into the lane before A1 releases the ball. Which of the following is true? It's A. The first free throw is canceled and the play resumes with the second free throw.
Thank you. Brian, you got 27?
Sure. Which is true of music being played and the use of artificial noise makers? It is. D. Music can play during pregame intermissions and timeouts. The use of artificial noise makers is prohibited at all times.
Yep, thank you.
28, during pregame warmups, A1 taunts B2 and is assessed a technical foul. All of the following are true except which? After the free throws, the game is resumed with the jump ball. D.
Thank you. 17? 29.
Following the final horn that ends regulation time with the score tied at 63, A1 is assessed a technical foul for taunting B2. Which of the following is true? Free throws so I just give you the answer.
Yeah, so the answer is D, right? Because the fourth overtime's an extension of the fourth quarter? Is that the reasoning there, Grant?
Not really, but the reasoning I would say is that
After the horn?
after the horn, that fourth quarter is done.
Done,
You don't have
okay.
any related activity like free throws that were due because somebody was fouled during a live ball.
Right.
So now once that horn goes off, you are now done with the fourth quarter. You are in overtime.
Yeah.
So overtime would start and there'd be no jump ball.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. 30, Anthony?
During the dead ball following an out of bounds violation by team B, substitute B6 replaces B1. When is the soonest B1 may re-enter the game? Next opportunity,
A, right? Only during the first opportunity to substitute after the game clock has been properly started, right? Jim, 31.
Which of the following is not bench personnel? Is that one?
Yeah.
A, players during the live ball.
Yep. Thank you. Hector?
32, all of the following are a type of foul except which? D, all of the above are types of fouls.
Thank you.
I don't agree with that at all, but that's my opinion.
So what do you want to change there?
There's only two types of fouls in high school.
Okay.
Personal and technical.
Okay.
Everything else is a subcategory of those two.
Is it technical
So I
foul
just-
foul?
Technical fouls and personal fouls are your two types of fouls.
Okay.
If you look up the definition of intentional foul in the book, it says is a personal or technical foul. So it's one of those two.
So it's
not-
still a
It's
foul?
not its own category.
So it's still a foul?
It's a subcategory.
Cool.
It's not a
Foul.
technical foul.
Semantics.
Now, it may not matter for how we administer the game, or it may matter for the way you organize your thoughts and the way you assess things and charge things. So, I mean, I think it's kind of important that you just understand that personal fouls and technical fouls have nothing to do with each other. And, you know, like, every kid that's participating in the game, they can get disqualified in three ways. 1 flagrant, 2 tees, or 5 fouls that are a combination of personal and technical. So, like, you could get 4 intentional fouls and you can still play.
Right.
As long as they're not intentional technical fouls.
Right. Okay.
Good point.
All right. Yep. Thank you, Kevin.
33, all of the following are true of the school's name on the front of a game jersey except which? And that is A, the lettering can be vertical, it's not true.
It says Hawthorne.
Thank you. Daniel?
34, all of the following logos are allowed on a player's socks except which all of the logos are allowed in socks.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you can have a pro team's logo on your socks in high school?
Yep. Yep.
I didn't hear that.
All of the above logos are allowed. Yeah. So Bob asked if you can have a pro logo on a high school game. Yes. Yeah. Grant, you got 35 for us?
A1 fouls out of the game, and after informing the Team A coach, the ruling official asked the timer to start a 15-second clock. As the horn sounds to end those 15 seconds, the Team A coach still has not sent a substitute to the scorer's table. What do you do? You assess a direct technical foul to the team head coach. So that's choice B.
Yep. Thank you.
If Grant's in a bad mood, he makes him forfeit.
Tim, you got 36 for us? Please.
All of the following are required to sit on the legal screen except which? The screener must face the opponent, which is not true.
36 a day. Thank you. Bob?
37, what is the length of the coaching box?
That would be 28.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, Dean, thank you.
When a team in question was granted excessive timeout, what shall be the length of that? 30, 60, 60 seconds.
So it's actually an excessive timeout, the head coach of the team who called the excessive timeout can decide the length of the timeout. All right? So it can be either 30 or 60. He's definitely going to get a technical foul for it, we know that, but he gets to decide the length of the timeout, okay? What's that? Yeah. Unless they just want to sub, they called an excessive one to get in. They want to get somebody in the game for 2 minutes, whatever the length of time, but they can have it. So yeah, thank you. Darren?
39, jumper A5 tips the game's opening jump ball towards the sideline. A1 and B1 run to the ball and simultaneously touch the ball. As it goes out of bounds, how shall play resume? Let's say we have administered jump ball between A1 and B1.
That was wrong.
So so because the ball, so here's the deal. So Kevin and I jump, the ball gets tapped, you and Jeff grab the ball, okay? Now we have a held ball between the two of you, but because the ball got tipped out of bounds by you and Jeff simultaneously, Kevin and I are gonna go back and jump over. And that's the difference there.
The original
jumper, yeah, thank you.
The original jumper is the long answer.
The original jumper. So again, no, I'm saying, so the ball gets.
If A1 and A2 cause a held ball or an alternating possession.
And we don't have the arrow
We
set.
haven't set the arrow yet. Those two players jump.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
So that.
The arbiter's answer is wrong, surprising.
Yeah. All right.
What's that?
Yeah. I'll go.
Okay,
listen up.
For anyone who's got their book, it's on page 52.
Okay.
This little note down at the bottom. It says, when the alternating procedure has not been established, the jump ball shall be in the center restraining circle between the two players involved in the previous action. The previous action is either tying up the ball or knocking it out of bounds.
Or a violation.
Or both violating at the same time, or a double foul.
Okay. So again, thank you. Appreciate you. And I had that wrong because I thought that the two would have to have possession rather than the two of them that knocked it out. Because I was, but thank you. I get that. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. What's that, Andy?
Well, we have a different answer when the two violated. Same answer. That's why it's consistent.
The two violated?
The two violators now jump.
Now jump. Well, that's not the answer we gave for that one, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You want to say?
Well, you're correcting it. The right answer on the test was an incorrect answer, what you're saying.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, Arbiter Sports is ready to test now. It's not the NFHS anymore.
No, jeez.
About 6 of their answers are wrong. Okay. They just screwed it up.
Yeah. No, and again, I was. Yeah, Evan.
Is the excessive timeout, what is the classification for that technical? Is that just a
Team?
Team, and it doesn't change whether the coach calls it or a player calls it? It's always going to be a team technical? Okay. Thank you.
Does that go to the coach? No. Yeah.
Team.
You were going back. Oh, okay, just team.
All right, Mont.
A1 and B2 square up as if they are going to fight. 2 assistant coaches from team A and 1 from B. Immediately enter the court and separate the 2 players from each other. That's B against B.
This is legal, right? As the coaches are trying to break up a fight. What we don't want is Darren to come out and grab the opposite team. Okay, that's what we don't want. Right. That's not going to be good. But Hector and Darren are the head coaches. Hector comes out and gets his players. Darren comes out and gets his players. We're all good with that, okay? But we don't want grabbing the opposite for sure.
Any number of coaches
can come out and help the assistants. As long as, again, they're helping and they're grabbing their own players. Yeah. But you're absolutely right, Kevin. Thank you.
Mark, if they do that, if we do see a coach grab opposite, how do we react to that? Is that an administrative thing?
No, I mean, I guess you gotta read the case, you know, this
Everything's gonna be a
scenario.
little bit different.
So if it
Most
causes,
of the time, like, I don't see them going to the other players. If they do, they're separating, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna see intent, you're gonna be like, whoa, what's that guy doing?
Mark, like if school administrators, even if they come from like the hallway to help clear it or break up a fight, like, I mean, if the school
again, all I want the administrators to do is step out on the court, right, and
Get
keep
their-
the parents
right.
and keep them away. I mean, I want the coaches to be able to help out us by getting their
But
players.
it doesn't just have to be a coach that breaks up their player fight. That's what I'm getting at. Like,
I mean, it does. You can't have it.
I mean, obviously
it's
no
not
one-
gonna happen. It happens so much faster than an administrator is gonna react. What happens?
Yeah. Again, I want the administrator to go out in front of the
Yeah.
crowd, for lack of a better term, and say, stay there, stay there, stay there. I want that. I don't want them grabbing players, okay? Yeah.
How about the photographer who's some kid's dad?
Oh, God. Okay. Tom?
Yeah, 41, fly ball deflected upward, enters the basket from below, which falls true. That's This is violation, if the ball, if the entire ball goes above the ring after entering from below.
Yes, we all agree with that? Okay. Go ahead, Brent.
How do you administer, what do you call it?
So if I shot the ball, okay, if I shot the ball and it goes in through the bottom, up to, it's gonna be a violation against me. In line.
B game.
Yeah, so I'm on team A, so team B is gonna get the basketball, right? Yeah.
Is that right on the test?
Is it?
It was A. I thought the answer was A.
Has to go all the way above the rim.
That's called.
It is a violation if the ball, the entire ball goes above the ring after entering from the bottom. Yeah, it's gotta go above the ring. The ball, if the ball gets hit, okay, hold on. If the ball gets hit and it goes in the net and comes back down, it doesn't go above the ring, we have absolutely nothing. We play, okay? Now
And it goes up through it.
the defense tips it,
The offense shoots the ball.
Okay.
The defense tips it, and it goes up through. Whose ball is it now?
It'd be the offense.
Is it offense?
Because it's a violation on the defense, okay?
So now it's the offensive ball.
Yes, yeah. No.
Yeah, that's actually a question.
They don't get, no. So listen, Keith said they get the basket and, no, they don't get the basket, okay? I shot the ball, Mont blocked it, okay, for lack of a better term, Mont hit it, whatever you want to say. The ball goes up, it's gonna be a violation on Mont, I'm gonna retain possession as the offense, but there's no 2 points for the basket.
Treat it like a kickball.
Yeah, 20 makes sense. It's a violation.
Okay?
The defense is causing a violation, just treat it like that.
Absolutely. Joe, thank you.
This is the question I talked about last week. So it says, which of the following is true of goaltending? So they changed the rule where it's only by the defensive player. It's supposed to be C. But on the answers, it says it's D.
But if you put that,
Actually, C.
I went through and put all the answers in that they say are the right answers, and if you put the right answer in, it's gonna be wrong. It's C.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can't put.
It's D on the.
Can you read the whole thing so I have an understanding what you're talking about?
Oh, sorry. Which of the following is true of goaltending? So the correct answer is C. Goaltending can only be committed by the defensive player. So that's the new rule. It used to be D. It used to be D. Goaltending could be committed by offense or defense. They changed that. Now it's basketball.
It's all good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Joe, thank you. Joe Daniels.
Mark, I have a question on a free throw.
Huh?
Goaltending on a free throw?
Okay, hold on. So I'm attempting a free throw. You're in the first spot as a defensive player. You go up and goaltend it. It's going to be a technical foul. Okay?
It's also a violation. It's both. So you count the free throw and you get 2 shots.
Okay.
Okay, now, what if I shoot the shot and my teammate in the second spot waits till I release it, steps in, catches the ball, and dunks it?
It's no basket.
Never hit the basket.
But what rules he break?
It's on the release.
Give the defense, let's go.
What rules he breaking? The ball then hit the rim as one, try-ended.
Yeah. So it's nothing.
Okay, listen up.
Does it have to be?
So the free throw shooter is violating, not the teammate, is the point.
Correct.
So,
Violation of
The
free
point
throw
is,
shooter.
who shot the ball, Mike Evans' team on defense is gonna get the basketball. The other team who did not violate is gonna get the basketball.
now, if we do this not on a free throw, I simply dribble into the key and take a 8-foot floater.
Okay?
Once the ball starts its downward flight, the defense can't block it. Because that's goaltending. But my teammate can
have a chance to go in. That's definitely going to go in.
Yeah, but my teammate can jump up, grab it on its way down, as long as it's outside the cylinder, and dunk it.
Outside the cylinder. Yes.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. So I'm just making the point that when we officiate goaltending now, offensive players have a heck of a lot more free reign than defensive players do now.
If they take advantage of that and they're good enough.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to have some tall kids to get up there and kind of guide the ball in or whatever.
Right.
But they can do it.
If we believe the shot doesn't have a chance of going in, we don't call goaltending. I'm pretty sure he says that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if it's a lob to a player and they knock it away, and if we say it's not going in, then it's not.
That's right, that's your judgment.
Yeah.
Joe Daniels.
Which of the following combination of fouls result in disqualification of a player? B, 2 technical fouls only.
That's another one that's wrong on the test, okay? So thank you, Joe. You're right. Yeah, that's written wrong. I mean, that's wrong on the test, and Joe got it right for us. Jeremy.
Anyone has a ball for alternate possession throwing, which of the following results in the alternate possession arrow be in reverse? With our reverse
Jeremy says C. A1 hands the ball to A1 hands the ball to A2. Because it's a violation to hand in, correct? You have to throw the ball instead of handing it in. Thank you. Derek?
Mark,
Yeah, hold on.
Before you go on, A is also a correct answer.
Yeah, that's incorrect on the test.
Oh, it absolutely is. And this is what I brought up last week, okay, about the reverse possession, right? I don't, again, Brian's word here, semantics, okay? I have no clue. Again, I told you guys, my car goes in reverse, I can go in reverse. I've never heard of the reverse, okay? So, yeah.
A1 is holding the ball for a throw-in along the end line. A2, A3, and A4 are lined up one behind each other on the free throw lane line. All the following are true except which? It is B. It's B. B1 shall be allowed between A2 and A3, or between A3 and A4.
We all agree with that? Absolutely, okay, and you'll see it, right? Me, Derek, Rob, and Matt are all lined up, and we have to allow the defense to get in between there, okay? Now, if the four of us are lined up and the defense doesn't request it?
Too bad.
Well, go ahead.
So read that again, Mark.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you guys let him in.
Okay, so,
What's not true?
okay. So again, I do this to all the questions.
Yeah.
I throw it in there.
It comes down to this. If their players are lined up vertically, then the defense is not allowed a spot between. If they're lined up parallel
yeah.
to the end line, the defense is allowed to get a spot between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob, 46?
46,
If I want to stack on the block, and they're all on, and they're all chest to chest, you're saying they have no.
The defense has no rights if you run a stack play.
So they can do that without.
So why would you want to, as a defense, get in between them? You'd want to get between them and the basket, so why would you want to get between them?
I don't know, but they had to make a rule to stop pushing and shoving, so that's the rule they made.
Yeah.
I'll give them a spot between me, I'll just beat you to the basket.
Yeah. All right, Bob.
After which of the following may the free throw shooter break the free throw line plane? As soon as, it's
the ball.
Read it slowly, Bob. I know, this is
The ball hit my president. Come on now. It's only the ball hits the ring.
Yeah, right.
Tuesday hits the ring.
It's C, yeah.
C. The ball hits the backboard and then the ring only after the ball hits the ring. C.
You're so pressed
Andy?
When does a disqualified player become bench personnel? D, after the head coach is notified by an official that the player was disqualified.
Correct.
48,
please.
All of the form results in an interrupted dribble when A1 is dribbling the ball except which? These ones always say. Can I call a friend?
Yes. So after the ball becomes loose, after B2 knocks the ball away from A1. Okay? Evan, 49 for us, please.
Yeah, Team A head coach has lost the coaching box due to one of his substitutes being assessed a technical foul in the second quarter for taunting the opponent. In the third quarter, the officials noticed the head coach standing in the coaching box requesting a timeout. What is the ruling? This is allowed by rule, and the request should be granted. The answer is A.
Yep. Absolutely. Denton, you can finish us off with number 50, please.
Accidentally hitting an opponent's hand when the hand is in contact with the ball is a foul when the opponent is, Illegal hands in contact with the ball is a foul.
Except Joe, he calls that foul.
There is no foul when the opponent gets the ball, hand of the ball.
So, accidentally hitting an opponent's hand when the ball is in contact with the ball is a foul when the opponent is, and you have D?
Legal in all three cases.
Correct. Thank you. What a good way to end it for us. So a couple things here, and then we'll be done here in 5 minutes, okay? Excellent things brought up tonight, okay? Appreciate all the discussion. Appreciate all the instances, okay? And again, keeping it real, there was none tonight that were not going to happen that wasn't realistic. So it's always great conversation. If you can find somebody to have, again, that's going to come out and video you, talk to you, that you can talk about plays with, that doesn't say, hey, you dummy, how do you not know that? And you can give some education to them. Really, really good. And again, it's always fun to talk about plays. Do they always come up? No. But it's always great to be prepared and know what we're going to do in the situations, okay? And again, some of these things are semantics, and I can't stand them. So I get that. And again, I always add a word or two, so forgive me for that. But I do appreciate everyone's having some questions and comments, and that's really the best thing that we can do. Again, these things come up, and they're so poorly worded. And again, Grant's given us and Rob's given us 4 situations, 6 of them where they were wrong. So again, don't just look at it and say, oh, it says it here, that's got to be the truth. No, we know that's not the case. And again, that's the best thing that we can do is talk about plays and have some situations come up, okay?
Hey, Mark?
Yes?
Ray Salazar got a 96.
Ray took it and got a 96? Listen, by the way, so 2 things, and then I'm going to let Rob speak real quick here. Not real quick for Rob, excuse me. I talked to Ray today. If you haven't texted him in a while or called him, do that, okay? Just take some time and do that. Again, if Ray's meant something to you, just do that and take some time. And then the other thing I have, and then we'll get to Rob, is all those military folks today. I know Curtis, I know Joe Daniels, Bob Boyd was Bob's not here. Who else was in the military? Mike, thank you. Jeremy Ray, thank you. Joe Daniels, I'm correct on that, right? Curtis? So, thank you to you guys, okay? Was there anybody, who did I miss? Was there anybody else in the military in the room? Okay, my father was in the Marines, and I tell the story. I was a big chicken. It was the only lottery I was afraid of winning, okay? So, for those people that served, God bless you, and thank you that we get to do what we want in this great country, okay? Thank you. Rob, what do you have for us?
Your time.
Okay, thank you all very much. Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Curtis, hold on. James Hanson, go ahead, James. Hold on, go ahead, James. Listen up, listen up.
It's really important if you go to page 82 and beyond, the fundamentals, the appendix A, and all that follows there, so you can see exactly how much is not being done by the schools and administration and things like that. So you kind of know, hey, look at, this is supposed to happen. And there's so much in this, back, 5, 6 pages of the rule books that you should be, acclimated to, because it's kind of an eye opener. If you only spend the time on the first rule through 10 and not go through the back part of the book, it's kind of eye opening on what you should have.
Okay. Thank you, James. Curtis, listen up.
4 stacks of chairs, it should be 80 total.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Still, what's the first thing? We're seeing this one now.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, like I said, man,
Look, I missed it one time.
Yeah.
I think I
yeah, I don't get it, I don't understand it, I've never said reverse it back, okay? I've said keep it, we had a kick ball, okay, we've had a foul, keep it the same, I've never said reverse it back, I just haven't done it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Evan, is this yours?
had an amazing time. Yeah, it was amazing. The clip was really good. Yeah, I was just trying to get us to beer. No, we got priorities. So did you. No, you did, yeah. Because now we have a chance. It's a good yin and yang. Not two yangs. Not two yangs.